Chartemis Prime, Chartemis Prime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits,
subscribe, my only gripe though is, hey, what's up you guys, Chartemis Prime here doing another NECA figure review on the Kick-Ass 2 Kick-Ass figure. It's actually pretty kick-ass. You know, I'm not trying to, be funny or anything here, but I like the figure. It's not hella badass, but hey, these things have dropped at Toys R Us. If you're trying to find one, I suggest you go there. If you do not find them, then go to Big Bad Toy Store.
Big. Get your big badass toys at bigbadtoystore.com. Click the link in the description below.
I like this figure. I actually like this figure very much. Just saw the movie last night with the lovely Charlita 1, Phil, and Chew, and we had a great time. Thanks so much, Chew. Thank you, brother. And it was a lot of fun. Now, this figure right here, he has this little white dot thing that I was hoping would come off very easily, but it really hasn't come off so easily for me, and I just made it worse this very second. But anyway, let's jump in the Wayback Machine and look at the white dot. And here's Kick-Ass in his packaging. There's quite a number of them that I saw at Toys R Us, and they had weird paint defects on them. This guy has a scratch on his chest, and I hope I can get that white speck off, but other than that, not a big deal. Pretty cool. Ages 17 and up. Also available, Hit Girl and the Motherfucker. And here's a little bio. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause it right now. Now, one thing I noticed more than anything else with this figure is the paint does chip off quite a bit. You can't really see it right there, but there's some paint chipping, yellow and green paint chipping all over the place, and just some off of the boot. Like, there's just flakes of things just coming off this figure. So that's like the number one bummer. I feel like the paint quality just didn't hit it on this particular figure. Usually I like NECA's paint quality, but this one, I don't know, just felt a little cheap to me. He has two accessories. He comes with his batons, and he actually comes with a set of extra hands. So you can see right here, there's one hand right here where you can put the baton in, the other one's just a closed fist. I'll show that close up later on. Now, both of these batons are exactly the same, and I think they're sculpted very, very well. I like it a lot. You can see the wrapping going across over here and this little loopy thing. What's also really cool is that you could actually take this apart. So you just peel this off over here. See this slit in this thing around the groove, and you could just peel this off. You can see I actually bent this notch a little bit, but oh well. But yeah, you can see that they are meant to come apart, and you could have Kick-Ass holding them through the loop. So you could do that if you want, and you could set it all back up. So that's pretty cool. You can have them hold it like that. The details on the gloves are pretty nice, especially on the baton holding hands. You could see like the little grooves right there in between the fingers, and you just pop this right out like so. You can see that, and yep, a bunch of paint has come off, and there's some paint on my thumb right there. And you go ahead and pop this fist in and get that in there, and there you can see that. And yeah, as I move this joint, you can see right there, there's just paint coming off all over the place, man. It's crazy. Alright, look at my review station, just all these little speckles of paint all over the place. The sculpting of the figure isn't too bad, and I like the paint applications on his face underneath the mask there. Some of them came out really weird with weird paint on the mouth. Overall, I like how the eyebrows, the flesh tone, and the mouth came out. It looks pretty good. The yellow over the green doesn't really stick out too well. I like how you can see the ear coming out from over here, and you can see the wrinkles in the top of his head. That's pretty cool. These lines coming across over here, they're actually sculpted on there. They're just not painted flat on there. He has this little neck scarf thingy that's actually independent, so you can move this up and down as you move the articulation. And the arms came out looking pretty nice. And the gloves kind of have like a little bit of a glossier texture to them than the rest of it right over here. Again, that scuff right there on his chest. His torso seems to feel a little long. And then there's the bulge in his crotch, and then his legs, and then the boots came out really, really nice. The laces on this and the dirt and everything, just a really nice sculpt. Very, very cool looking work boots, and he's got peg holes at the bottom of his feet. They even have the treads sculpted at the bottom. Very nice. And here's a look at the back of the figure, the Kick-Ass ass and the zipper going all the way up, and then the two holsters right there. They look like they're made out of a leathery material, which is pretty cool. And you could actually, go ahead and put these things right in here, and that works out pretty well. And that looks pretty good, and you could have these like flop down if you want to, make it look a little bit more realistic. I like that. Again, NECA has been stepping it up with their articulation. I really like the articulation of this guy. His head can move up a reasonable amount, just like that. and it moves down pretty far. It moves side to side pretty damn well, and it has a neck pivot, which I really like. The neck pivot's very, very cool. He has shoulders that move outward, they move forward. He has elbows that bend at 90 degrees, and it rotates side to side at the elbow as well. He has a forearm rotation right here at the glove. His wrists move side to side, and they move down and move up as well. He has a diaphragm joint that actually works a little bit better than I thought it would. You can get him to crunch forward a little bit, so that's pretty cool. I like that. And it moves back a little bit. It's kind of tricky, but it does work. Not a whole ton of movement. You can get it to pivot side to side like so, and that way a little bit as well, and of course side to side. He has the DC-UC gaping crotch pits, which isn't always my favorite thing, but you know, it works okay. Moves outward, they move forward that much. He has 2 points right here at the knee where it could rotate side to side, so you could see side to side rotation and side to side rotation right here underneath the knee, and it bends at 2 points at the knee, so it bends that far. And he has boots that move side to side. It moves down a little bit, up a little bit, and it doesn't really have much of an ankle pivot. Actually, the ankle pivot works better kicking outward than it does move inward, which is kind of a bummer because I need my ankle pivot to go inward more so than this way. You know what I mean? So Kick-Ass stands just under 7 inches tall. And here he is next to our other green hero, the big-time letdown Spider-Man. And here he is next to NECA's hero Ash. So, yeah, Kick-Ass is taller than Ash. So, you know, NECA, I don't know, they're really not known for being really consistent with the scaling of their figures. But, you know what, regardless, I think this is a cool figure. You know, it's kind of up to you. It depends on how much you really like Kick-Ass. I've read the comics. I'm reading Hit Girl right now. I love both of the movies. They're fantastic. So because I really love Kick-Ass, yeah, it's worth it to me. And if you want to see cool reviews of the Hit Girl and the Motherfucker, check out Sean Long's reviews. He did really great reviews of these guys. And that's the end of my review over here, you guys. And I hope you dug it, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Have you done watching my videos? Where are you going?
BKBN.net.
Where are you going?
BKBN.net.
And here's a look at the baton, and this is actually quite nice. Whoops, farted.